Alright, guys. I'd freaking redo this, but here we are. We're gonna redo this because this is the video I'm actually gonna be posting, not the other video I was gonna do, but I'm. Alright, Damian Priest apologizes, and he's like, you know, like JD, me and Finn are brothers, hugs Finn, JD, and I guess he didn't hug Dominic, so Dominic's probably jealous about that, and he basically just joined in and hugged Priest for some freaking reason. Yeah. And we have Jey, and then Adam Pearce announces Jey Uso, and he comes out, and then we got Jey Uso versus Finn Balor instead of Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor, which was the match that was supposed to happen. Here, let me change this camera. Alright. This match was supposed to happen, and don't mind that. But yeah, it was supposed to happen, but it didn't. We had Jey Uso versus Finn. Actually, I prefer better. Yeah, I knew Jey Uso was gonna win. I knew he had that, but Finn just got him. Like, there was a spot where Jey Uso jumped off the steps and then punched Finn in the gut. And yeah, this is the King of the Ring. Oh, Jey Uso jumped off the steps and Finn punched him in the gut. Jey Uso, and then got him over the announce desk, and he was just like mocking Jey Uso on top of the announce desk. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna get whooped. And then he did, and then Finn got like speared, but he then kicked out, and then Finn like did a sling blade in the match, I think, to Jey, and then he tried to do this and line it up in the ring, which then he did the drop kick in the corner to Jey, but then he got speared, and then he kicked out. That's what I was basically going to say. And then the second time Finn tried to do it, he got speared out of his boots. And 1, 2, 3. Wait, Finn doesn't have boots on, he got speared out of his shoes, never mind. Yeah, Jey Uso won, and he's advancing on to the King of the Ring tournament. And then he had CM Punk basically say that go on X, go tweet anywhere you want. He's like, go on X and go tweet the Drew McIntyre. I'm here, Pat, go get out your phone. Go tweet the Drew McIntyre on X. And then, I'm gonna make this short here because I gotta go to school. Yeah, and then basically, like, there's one man that Drew McIntyre fears because I guess he's a God-fearing man. He's like, I prayed for Drew to his elbow to get hurt, and it happened. And he's like, I guess Drew's a God-fearing man because I think there's one thing that Drew McIntyre there's one man that Drew McIntyre fears, and that's CM Punk. Okay, then we jump into the Queen of the Ring tournament side of things, and we get Io Sky versus Natalya, and actually probably one of the dream match of some kids. But yeah, this match was okay. It was great as it is. I mean, it was like a nasty spot where Io got big booted on the apron, and then like Io took got a springboard drop kick on Natalya. Then Natalya tried to do a sharpshooter. Then she got Natalya in the corner and did a double knees in Natalya. And then they did a moonsault to Natalya off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Io Sky advances in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Then we got Ricochet versus Ilya Dragunov. And also an amazing match. But in the end, because that's all I captured, I'm not saying it's all I captured. I watched the whole thing and just like I didn't know what Ricochet was fucking doing, you know. But you dragged off with a nasty big boot to Ricochet, then Ricochet just got he got on the top, was gonna do like his 50 thing, and then he got on the top, like his 50 splash thing, the Ilya Dragunov continued move. Yeah, Dragunov I think got rolled up in the match too, but yeah. Then, he did superplex Ricochet, then that nasty ground punch, which was nasty because I've never seen a wrestler do that ever in my life. But it happened yesterday. It happened Monday, and yeah. Ilya Dragunov advances, and Ilya Dragunov 1, 2, 3. Ilya Dragunov advances at the King of the Ring tournament. Then we got Zoe Stark versus Ivy Nile. This match was okay too, honestly. Zoe did it Zoe got Ivy Nile got Zoe on her shoulders, and Zoe got off her shoulders, and then this wicked clothesline. That was wicked. Bro, literally turned her inside out. I feel bad for her. And then basically, in the separate clips of it, Zoe just, she does this nasty, she picks up Ivy Nile. And then there's a Z360 to Ivy Nile. That was 1, 2, 3. Zoe Stark advances to the Queen of the Ring tournament. And we had this, oh my gosh, this hilarious segment that, in my opinion, was one of the funniest segments I've ever seen. I will say that. I'll say that. Oh, yeah. No, it's not the J Uso segment. We're gonna get into that next. But Adam Pearce is like, I need a drink. And then basically they come out. And basically, Truth's got his dad out, and he's like, yeah, he's got this wrestling school company that is the Wild Dogs. And he's looking at him that's a basketball team. And Truth's a sport is a sport. And I'm just cracking up laughing because he said that sport's a sport. But in the end, fucking man's a funny ass character. And then, oh, okay, and that word without laughing. It's come to my office. And then, oh my gosh. And then, Truth, and then Braun Breaker comes out and he's like, why didn't you put me in the King of the Ring tournament? And I'm just go to my office now and I'll tell you. Puts on the glasses, and before that he was like, I need a drink. So then he gets, and I guess talks to Braun Breaker. This man right here. You didn't know. But yeah. No, yeah, the yeah. No, I'm just kidding. That was Logan Paul. Yeah. Jey Uso, and he's like, I just had a moment of the Firefly Funhouse moment. Fiend / Firefly Funhouse moment at Lyon, France, in Backlash. And if you guys haven't not seen my Backlash review, go and watch it, because trust me, you will not regret it. And go watch my WrestleMania 41 predictions too, because for matches, because I'm gonna be doing that in like another 2 to 3 months. And I'm gonna say like maybe in September. So we got like 4 months. I'm doing that video again in another 4 months, just so you know. But that's like in 4 months. I mean, things change, but for the better. But yeah, he's like, and then I think Jay says like, I think they were chanting Yeety. It's a France word, Yeety, and then he's like, Yeet. I'll see you guys later. Yeet. Yeah, and then we had, Liv Morgan's like, are you gonna give me that, title shot that I've been wanting? And then Becky Lynch is like, yeah, you get it at King and Queen of the Ring. So I guess we're having Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan at King and Queen of the Ring. And, you know, and then basically Damage Control come out, and Liv's like, you know, after I get that champ, he's like, Becky Lynch's like, you get that 2 or 3 weeks at King of the Ring, and Liv's like, yeah, and I'm gonna take that title and then I'm gonna break everything that Rhea Ripley has. And then Damage Control come out at the stage, they'll show you the way, and then the cage, and then the base. So that thing is so stupid. Then they come out. They pan and come under the rage, come toward the stage. It's so fucking corny. Yeah, I feel corny because I just said that. But you know, and then Dakota's like, Liv, you had a title shot you very don't deserve. She gets on, and they all get on the apron. Liv has the dirtiest thing in WWE. Gets out of the ring for Becky Lynch to only get beat up by Damage Control. So then Becky Lynch gets beat up by Damage Control, and Damage Control's just punching on Becky Lynch until Lyra Valkyria comes out, and Lyra Valkyria saves. Then she has a moment where she looks at Liv Morgan, and then she gets in the ring, and I guess all Damage Control are wimps, so then they're going to get out of the ring. Lyra Valkyria is just standing there with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch has the World Women's Championship. So I guess that leads to a match with between Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch for the World Women's Championship, or Women's World Championship at King and Queen of the Ring. And you're going to have to find out in that predictions video. You have to find out. Because I'm not going to tell you my prediction for that match. You have to stay tuned. Till next week. Next weekend. Okay? But yeah. And then this set up another match again. And, you know, it was Chad Gable versus Big Bronson Reed. And this match, you know, Chad Gable got dropped on his head, bro. Literally got dropped on his head. He got Death Valley Driver literally just got Death Valley Driver. That's why I said he got dropped in his head. And then he got pinned. Then he kicked out. And then Bronze Reed did a senton. He tried. He missed the first time, but then the second time he basically did it to Chad Gable. Did that senton maneuver, and then basically out of nowhere, after that senton move, he does. I don't know why I'm holding that. That shouldn't be holding that. But, and then, Chad Gable does a wicked, exploder suplex off. He did a German suplex to Bronson Reed, but then he did an exploder suplex off the top rope to Bronson Reed. I thought he might have died, but he didn't, because then Sami Zayn comes out, causes the match for both of them, and he's just punching on Chad Gable and pounding. And then he clotheslines Bronson Reed out of the ring, and then he gets German suplexed by Chad Gable, and then Chad Gable gets Sami Zayn in the corner. And then Sami Zayn exploder suplexes Chad Gable in the corner. Then has to do a haluva kick, but then Bronson Reed comes in and does a Uranagi to Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. And then raises his arms or something on top of them or something. And he just leaves. So that set up a match for the Intercontinental Championship in the triple threat match between Sami Zayn, Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. You're going to have to stay tuned for next week to see what my prediction is for that match. And then we got Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai just drop kicked Lyra Valkyria's side of the face on the apron. We had Dakota Kai doing this halation, almost like GTS, but then Lyra Valkyria reverses it, and then she does her finishing move on Dakota Kai. It was almost it looked like a one-winged angel, basically. I forgot what it was called. Then that was it. 1, 2, 3, and Lyra Valkyria advances to the Queen of the Ring tournament. And then we had this backstage segment where CM Punk was basically, he's like, I'm gonna break. Oh yeah, he said that in the ring too. He's like, I'm gonna break Drew McIntyre's head. But then he said it on backstage. He's like, I'm gonna break Drew McIntyre's head. That Leaf thing on X basically made that person mad. He's like, I'm gonna break Drew McIntyre's head. Just like and I'm gonna break his heart. I'm gonna take everything he has. Just like I did to you with that Leaf thing. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same to him. And yeah. And then we had, oh my gosh, the main event. We had this King of the Ring tournament match between Gunther versus Sheamus. And Sheamus went back to his roots with this costume. He got Sheamus. I've never seen Sheamus in such acne pain before, but that like Gunther they basically were chopping back and forth. Sheamus did a chop, Gunther did a chop, Sheamus did a chop, Gunther did a chop, Sheamus did a chop, Gunther did a chop. It was like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm like, bro. And then Gunther decided to do the beach at the chest of Sheamus, which he only got 1, 2, 3 in, and then Sheamus grabbed his arm, and I'm like, that's it, it's done. And then Sheamus got beat to the chest on Gunther like 17 times. And then Gunther basically did the worst thing in humanity to somebody. Teared off the knee pad and basically just kneed the leg. I think he soft the leg once. And he chopped the freaking leg of Sheamus. He literally chopped his whole leg. He went like, bam, that's it, he's done. Like, you get chopped by Gunther in the leg, you're done. You're fucking done. Like, I don't know how you get up from that. Like, your whole leg's basically numb. It's non-resistant. And he kicks Sheamus, and like then he slams Sheamus's leg on the post in commercial break. Like, that wasn't even meant to happen. And he just, I don't know, did it. But yeah, and then Gunther to try to do the power bomb. Well, Sheamus did he did like the white noise and the Celtic cross to Gunther, which still he kicked out, and I'm like, this dude's gotta be kidding me. And he did this wicked knee to the face. You could almost hear it. You could almost hear that knee across the whole arena. It echoed across the whole arena. And then Gunther still kicked out. Then he did a bro kick. He still kicked out. And I'm like, this dude is fucking God or something. He's not human. He's not human. I'm like, this bro's not human. This bro literally cannot be kicking out between the knee to the face and a bro kick. And he did just that. And then Gunther took over to the power bomb because Sheamus was running at him for a bro kick, and the leg gave out and he had a power bomb to Sheamus, which he was going to pin Sheamus. But he didn't pin Sheamus, and he did the half crab leg lock. But the first time, Sheamus grabbed onto the ropes. But then the second time he did it, Sheamus just tapped out. He couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't. Could not take it anymore. And Gunther moves on to the King of the Ring tournament. And then he had Ilya Dragunov. This is the last thing I'm going to cover. Said something in the backstage, and he's like, pushing the King of the Ring to the next level. And he's like, Ricochet was a hard competitor, but he got it. Got it in him, but I had that fighting spirit in me that made me win the match. And then the announcer girl's like, you have to fight Jey Uso next week. What's your thoughts on it? And he's like, well, I'm just going to push the King of the Ring to the next level, so I guess basically be anybody you got. Because they're not ready for the Mad Dragon. Or something like that. Yeah, it was his first win on Raw, and basically what he talked about, and yeah, that was your guys' Monday Night Raw. Monday, I think it was, I don't know what city it was in, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. And deuces. Ooses.